mame, oh como les, shole babo, oh como les, shole babo, como les,
como les
shole babo,
como les
shole babo,
como les
shole babo,
como les
we mame,
como les
we mame,
como les
we mame, we mame, oh como les, shole babo,
como les
shole babo, oh como les, shole babo,
como les
music on,
como les
Yeah, hi everybody. Sitting at the window. Let me get comfortable. Back at Jackie's place. Yeah, got the window open, bit of a breeze. It's hot in South Africa, you know. I believe it's a bit cooler back in Victoria, but you get used to it. Now I've bought this today, which is a short sleeve shirt. It's khaki because I figured it's a bit silly seeing places in a pink singlet insofar as my shoulders. If I get a bad case of sunstroke or sunburn, it's going to slow me up, and I can't afford to be slowed up. So I did the sensible thing. Get to 60, you start making sensible decisions. So anyway, yeah, left early. It was a great one-day trip yesterday. Would have liked to have seen Costa River. I didn't get to see that. Piet said that I hadn't mentioned it. I actually had, but that doesn't matter. I was probably bushed out anyway from just Elands River. Apparently you have to go through a couple of private farms to get to Costa River, and there's another sort of war cemetery. So yeah, a great day yesterday, but by about, if you start at 10, I got there at 10, by about midday or 1, you're thinking, oh, I'd like to go inside and have a cold water, relax, and maybe put my feet up a bit. And that's what I did. I mean, the air conditioning in the lodge was gorgeous, but I kept turning it off and then turning it on again because it was too cold if you left it on. So yeah, I ran out of data on my phone and my laptop last night, which means my entertainment was extinct. But sitting out on that, seeing the animals coming down, sitting on the decking, I went down to Wimpy. I ordered, like Wimpy doesn't just sell hamburgers, I ordered, so it was like sausage and a patty and some Greek salad and some chips, some peri-peri sauce, like a meat lovers thing it was. So I was just sitting on the decking when Martin, who owns it, came round and with his wife introduced them, and they bought me some mosquito spray, but didn't see any mosquitoes, or didn't have any mosquitoes on the weekend. But seeing those animals just took me back to the times with Dad up there in Zimbabwe, Rhodesia. We loved staying in cottages like that and having the coffee in the morning and seeing the animals coming down. Lots of those guinea fowl that like Michelle's got on her farm, and people like guinea fowl, bushbucks, the sables, kudu, and he looks after them. You know, he told me that if any of them get sick, he darts them, and then he calls the vet, and he says, you know, if I fence them in, then I'm responsible for them, so I have to feed them. He's got about 100 acres, and those animals live in safety on his property. Beautiful men. Both of them became quite emotional to tell the Australians how much they, you know, they care for our countrymen that are forever in their soil, and the work that Pete did in digging out those trenches. Well, Pete's about 76. He uncovered those trenches when he was 73. He dug them out by hand with help. Anyway, so I got up about 5:30 this morning. I woke up and I was ready to leave by about 7:30, and had a quick look around before, and a chat to Martin. Martin likes to talk as well. Really nice people. Anyway, I got in the car, got to Rustenburg, got some more data for the phone and for the pewter, and then made my way back in the hire car, driving like a South African now. They drive quite aggressively. I didn't, I'm not a maniac on overtaking like they are, but I do. You got to drive aggressively. Got the car back here about 12:30. It needed to be returned by 2, so I took it round to the car wash as Jackie suggested. Yeah, a couple of African teenagers. You put it in the sort of you drive. They're all the cars are lined up like we have a drive-through car wash back home. Well, they got the same sort of structure, except it's all hand washing and hoses and all that. So the teenagers washed the car, soaked it up for me. Then you drive it around and you can get out and sit in the shade, have a cool drink, while the girls vacuum and do the detailing on the inside of the car. Got it back here, Jackie, I said, I'll drop the car off at Avis, get a taxi back. No, she said, I'll take you. So we went, follow her, because she knew back roads. We're not far from the airport here. She's such a kind person. I mentioned that I like Fanta grape. We don't get it at home, and sure enough, there's Fanta grapes in the fridge for me. So then she took me to a roadhouse, which we don't really have back home anymore, where you can sit in your car and watch a movie, and But I had a dagwood for lunch. You don't see dagwoods at home, but they're big here in South Africa. A dagwood. What they don't have is dim sims, surprisingly. You don't see dim sims on the menu here. So yeah, got the car back, everything's okay. They suggested reserving online. It's cheaper, which I've done. I reserved another Renault the same for Monday to go up to Louis Trichardt. And yeah, tomorrow heading off with Alan for an overnight at Mpumalanga. And yeah, so it's full on from here on for a while. Every day is going to be an adventure. I think I'm holding up okay. Last night was a good night's sleep because I kept the air conditioner on and got under the doona, and I woke up a couple of times. But yeah, last night I had a good night's sleep, so I'm holding up okay. That little sort of cold thing I had has manifested itself just in a slightly runny nose. Got to blow my nose more than usual, but if that's it, then I'm doing pretty good. So I hope you're all enjoying the videos. I know there's a lot of them sort of coming out, but you got to remember I'm seeing a lot, and I think it's worth documenting everything I see, if not for your sake, for mine. For I don't know, maybe when I'm old one day in a nursing home, I'll get them to put them on stream and I'll watch them back to back. I don't know, but look, I think they're worth documenting. I think, well, I'm the only person going on these tours. I don't think they get a lot of tourists interested in the Boer War. So I think the guys that I'm working with and that are planning these things for me, I think they get a kick out of showing me around. Now, an interesting thing is that Johan van Niekerk, he's the one that showed us a blockhouse, and I'll be putting that video up tonight, I think. I asked him about those coloured photos from the Boer War. The ones I always put up a few colour photos of the Boer War if the video's Boer War related, and they're always credited to a fella, Tinius van Roo or something like that. And so I asked Johan, because Johan is the moderator on the Facebook group of the Anglo-Boer War, and so in a roundabout way I knew Johan because back in Australia, I messaged the admin for the Facebook group, said would it be all right to post a link to my George Whitten's nephew video, and he said, yeah, sure. So I said, who owns those colour photos? Is it right for me to use them? He said, well, none of them are copyrighted because they're all, the photographer is more than 60 years dead. He said, and so this fellow, Tinius or whatever his name is, has colorized them. But, if you wanted to, you could probably ask his permission. So I mean, I'm not making any money on these videos, so I don't see a need for that. And Johan said, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But nice to meet him. So yeah, we've got another one from him coming. He's going to tell us the story of the 2 Tasmanians that won their VCs, also in warm baths. And we got another episode of Eland's River Siege, where we're going to see the graves of the Australians and the British and the Rhodesians, and we're going to see the trenches, and that will catch us up with that. And then there'll be a whole nother batch tomorrow to start filming again. So hope you're all doing well. I think Jackie mentioned Indian food tonight. All Jackie eats is mashed potato, toasted cheese, sometimes chicken breast, and chips. But if I mention that I like Indian, you can be guaranteed we'll be having Indian tonight. Well, I will be, and she'll be having chips and a toasted cheese sandwich. All right, everybody, take it easy. And coming up for 3 weeks now, so it's happening as I wish. Time's going fast. I haven't got homesick yet, but I am thinking about home already. All right, see you later.